which one of these is real and which one of these is fake? It's probably really hard to tell. They look very similar, almost exactly the same, and one of these was a allegedly fake counterfeit AirPod that someone gave to me to compare with my current AirPod 4th gen AirPods. So, if you haven't guessed already, the one on the right is actually the fake one, and we'll go into why and how in a little bit here. And this one is the real Apple branded AirPods. But there are some interesting things about this one that could easily fool most people. So let's get right into it. So starting off, we have both of the boxes here, and there are some noticeable differences with the boxes. Number one, if you can't really tell, there's a slight color difference between each of them. This one has a more off-white color to it. This is the official Apple one. And then this one has like a brighter, like true white to it. And it looks a little bit more, I guess, fake in a way. This one seems more like just a nicer white that like something like Apple would use. And then this is a more like cheap factory white. But if you go here, there's some other noticeable differences too, like the Apple logo. It's in different spots on both of these. So the authentic Apple one has it directly in the center, and then this one has it slightly more up. But it does have the exact same logo, so it is trying to fool people by saying that they are Apple, obviously. And then if I go up to the top part here, the fake one says Apple AirPods active noise cancellation, and then the actual AirPods one say the same thing. But if you haven't noticed, same thing, they're in different spots. So this one's more left centered, and then this one is directly in the middle. They both have the Apple logo again, but this one's also lower. So you have this side where the Apple logo is up top, and then this side where the Apple logo is at the bottom, which is kind of interesting. So on this side, you can kind of see these are identical, but they're not the same. So on the authentic Apple ones, try to keep these from not falling apart. This bar is up top, and the smaller bar is like right below it. This one has a small bar on top, and the longer bar is below. And then the small bar is actually a little bit smaller than this one, which is kind of interesting. And then on here, I'm gonna try and see if I can focus that. The model numbers obviously are different, but the serial numbers are also both listed here, and there is something kind of interesting that we'll go in a little bit later with the serial numbers. Over here at the bottom, the fonts are all different. You can kind of see, especially with this bottom part, these are like darker, and then this one's a little lighter, and it's more bold-faced here, low quality print. So you can see that there's already some differences. Stuff are all misplaced, it's not exactly the same. It's like almost like a mirrored reprint here. And then this one has this extra thing here that says energy verified only. So I don't know what that means or why that's here and not on the official Apple one. If we go to the back, there's also even more differences that we can notice. So obviously this is the authentic Apple, so all the text is different. And then as you can see, like it was harder to get the seal off of this one than it was to get it off the authentic Apple. So this one didn't even leave a mark, it's very clean, like it was easy to peel off. This one was like much more sticky, and this one still has residue on it that is sticky. It's kind of annoying. And then yeah, so you can see still like the tears and stuff. This one doesn't have that issue. But when I looked at the bottom earlier, the seals were exactly the same, so it was very strange to say the least. So without further ado, we might as well go ahead and open both of these. Okay, there we go. Much better. All right, so we're here. We have the real and then the fake. And let's go ahead and start by unveiling these little packages. So they both say designed by Apple in California. And then on the back, they have the copyright placed in the same spot. I'm going to go ahead and take each packet out. Okay, and I'm already noticing a difference. So this is the one from the real Apple case. It says AirPods active noise cancellation at the bottom. This one just says AirPods. But by the way, these ones were advertised to have active noise canceling, and it does say it on the bottom here. It says AirPod 4 with active noise cancellation right there at the bottom. There's a slight difference with the font, but not too noticeable. The languages up here are different as well, so you can tell that there are some differences on the pamphlet, but nothing too noticeable. This one's the real. Oh shoot! So I will leave those in their corrective spaces. we have more papers here. This is just the instructions, I think, in a different language or something. I'm not really sure. This is probably exactly this. Oh, so that one folded outwards. This is the real one. So this one is actually just a little pamphlet. It doesn't fold out like the other one did. Same thing. It's just another pamphlet here with the real ones. And then this one folds out yet again. Yep, and this one's also a pamphlet, and I bet you this one doesn't, the fake one doesn't even have whatever this, the warning, this thing doesn't even have this, the warning label. All right, so let's dive right in to each of the AirPods, and as you can probably already tell, they are exactly the same. There is literally no difference between these cases. Same color, even the bottoms are the same. They both have USB-C. They both have the same opening mechanisms, so almost identical. So if we open them up, you're gonna notice they both have the green lights, and then the AirPods obviously inside, and they are literally the exact same. I mean, they don't look much different from each other, but there were some noticeable differences that I am seeing right now. So on camera, I'm not sure how good it is. On camera, I'm not sure how good it is to see this, but the LED for the real AirPod is much lighter, much more bright. This one seems more dim, and it's going away a lot quicker. This one stays on for longer, but this one, it's more dim and it keeps disappearing after like a couple seconds of being open. So that is very strange. But we're gonna go ahead and see if we can pair it with my phone really quick. Okay, so I just realized that I'm using my phone to record the video, so pairing it with my phone is gonna be slightly problematic. All right, so this is a weird thing that I'm gonna have to do. I have to use my sister's iPad to test this out, which is kind of weird, but oh well. I mean, there's the best thing I can do. I don't even know the passcode of this, so not even sure if this is gonna work that well, but we'll see what happens. All I need to do is just see if they both pair, because I can test the audio on like my Steam Deck or something, but I want to see if they pair on an Apple device. So I think this is the real one, and if I open it up and if I turn this on, please turn on. All right, and as you can see, it says unlock to connect. Obviously, I don't know the passcode, so we're not gonna be able to do that, but it is giving me a reading for the real ones, which obviously that's gonna work. I'm gonna open up the fake ones. I'm gonna do the same thing. What? Okay, so off the bat, I'm noticing, obviously double tap that, it's gonna start pairing, but I cannot double tap this to pair. So how do you get it? Because it's not, there's no way, there's no button. The old ones have the button, but this one doesn't even have that. So how do you get it to pair? Do you just, okay, I guess it's just like constantly able to be paired. Okay, this isn't gonna work. All right, so iPad test is over, I guess. But that's fine. We didn't really need it for too much, except to just show if Apple could use its recognition feature to recognize that the AirPods are able to be paired with. And clearly, that is not something you can do with the fake ones. So already, that's kind of a major oversight on whoever invented this. I don't know. This is kind of insane because like you should be able to just tap that and it should pair, but obviously that is not the case. And then these ones obviously can do that. So very interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and I guess just hook this up to my Steam Deck. Yeah, I guess that's probably just the best option. I don't have many other devices right now. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let me go get that set up real quick. All right. So with my Steam Deck, I know that I can connect my real AirPods because I've done it before. So if I go here, I already have them connected. So this is obviously gonna work. And then yeah, see like it automatically connected. So not a problem. But all right, let's see. These ones. I don't know how I'm gonna get this into pairing mode in the first place. But I'm gonna go ahead and just open it and see if I can find in the searching for devices section. Okay, they do appear and they appear as AirPods. My phone actually just got prompted to connect to them as well. just by being open. So that is kind of interesting. I can't show that on camera, obviously, because I can't. I'm using my camera to record from my phone, but I had these open and then it just appeared the prompt to connect, but it wasn't the same as the official AirPod prompt. So, but if I go ahead here, they're connected. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and test these really quick, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts. So right off the bat, they do work. I'm able to hear all the menu noises and stuff like that. Noise canceling is actually working too. Mind you, there's a silent like humming in the back, but it is functioning. So there's that. I guess that's good for a fake product. I mean, it functions. Then if I put them in transparent mode, it just kind of makes it even louder, like a fan noise almost, which is kind of annoying. I don't know if I could deal with that. So on the official AirPods, it takes a lot of pressure on the button to do stuff with it, but this one is more like a almost a touchpad, I want to say, or the button just isn't properly fitted in there because it's like very lightly I'm touching it and it's changing like the audio. It's changing it to all the different modes. And I hear like a really loud click sound too. The AirPods don't usually have that. Also, the connection sound is much more high pitched and low quality. Like it's definitely not the same as the official ones. That's really weird. Okay. So another thing I want to try and test is the case sound effect. And I've already been able to do it on this thing a few times just by opening it. So we're gonna try that again actually. But I'm gonna disconnect these. All right, so what we're gonna try and do here is get this to make a sound, and I'm gonna hold it up to my mic and see if I can get it to do it. So in those recordings, you can kind of hear there is like on the fake one, like a much more high-pitched sound effect, and it's kind of like got a little bit of a buzziness to it. No, on these ones, it's lower pitch and it's more just clean audio. So there is audio difference, there is sound quality difference. I love these. These ones I would say are maybe worth it for like $50 or less. Actually, probably less. I mean, the quality isn't that great. So that does bring me to like what my friend got this for, and he got it for $50. And to be honest, for $50, I mean they're fake AirPods, right? But for $50, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard. All right, I got a Samsung headset a long time ago, and the quality on those was actually a little worse or about the same actually as these. And I would say for $50, like the noise cancellation is not bad and the sound quality is good. The one thing I've noticed between these two is that these ones have like a cap on the volume level. And these ones go a little higher, so these will get you higher audio levels and you can hear stuff a lot louder. These ones for some reason do not produce as much audio, so these ones are obviously better, and I prefer these. But these ones for $50 are a good substitute. Like if I ever like lost these or something, I would resort to these. I mean, these aren't even that big of a downgrade. Besides, like the buttons are not that great on here. The buttons on here are fine. These are not good at all. The sound quality is okay. Everything about these ones are just okay, and you can tell they're just rip off AirPods. But I mean, they look as close as you could possibly ever get to the authentic, like real AirPod. Like they are exactly, almost exactly the same in terms of like the appearance. The boxes are different, which is the biggest telltale sign that these are fake. But for just like overall, like the looks and appearance of them, they're literally the exact same thing. I mean, you would have to like have these two side by side to even really tell the big differences, to be honest. I feel like most people could easily get fooled into thinking these are the real ones if they bought them on like eBay or something like that. I mean, just look like side by side, these are like literally almost the exact same. So I could see someone buying this for like their kid's Christmas gift or something and not knowing that these are fake. And then, these are obviously the real ones. So they wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So I do think that is very interesting how well that these have been made to be almost exactly like the AirPods. And I wonder if I still have the box they showed up in. Yeah. So my friend gave me the box, like the box. So this fake box was inside of another box, and that box looked like this. So these look like the Galaxy Buds. So when he handed me these and said they were AirPods, I was really confused. Because what is the J400? What is this generic like black Galaxy Bud ripoff thing? Very strange. And then I opened the box and I saw the Apple logo and then the AirPods, and I was like, interesting. So yeah, I just want to make a video about that because I thought this was very interesting. Just never seen fake AirPods before, and I got my hands on some, so why not compare them to the real ones? If you guys haven't already, go ahead and like the video, hit me with a subscribe. I'm gonna be uploading some more videos soon, and with that, I'll see you guys later.